Am I the a-hole for kicking a guest out of my house over the food they brought? Recently, I had a little get-together with some of my friends to catch up and have some charcuterie, nothing too fancy, just a basic group board that I put together myself. I told my friends in the group chat that if they wanted to contribute anything, to please double-check the ingredients label and make sure the food didn't have any nuts in them because I'm allergic. They all agreed to this, and everyone ended up bringing things like wines and different kinds of crackers, dips for us to try, etc. for the group. Now here's where I may be the AH. One of the friends in the group, we'll call her Sasha, brought in a beautiful wedge of pecorino romano that she dressed up with little slices of ham and a honey dipper. She set her plate down on the table with the other foods and started to mingle with everyone just as normal. We were waiting for the food to come up to room temp for a little bit, when she got an alert from her phone. It was an alarm telling her it was time for her seizure meds, which she has to take with food. No problem, I suggested she go grab something from the table, but she told me she didn't want to ruin the taste with it still being pretty cold. Then, to my horror, Sasha pulled out a bag of salted peanuts from her purse and opened them up right there in front of me. I asked her what she thought she was doing, and she said she was eating for her meds. I asked her why she brought peanuts into my house knowing I'm allergic, and she told me, it's not like it's touching the food you'll be eating, it's fine. And a lot of our friends agreed with her. I told her she needed to leave because she was contaminating my house with an allergen that for me, is serious, and she and our mutual friends all started in on me for freaking out over it. I sent her home, and the party ended shortly after that. I sent everyone back with the food that was out, and scrubbed down every surface to make sure there wasn't any traces left. My friends are all mad at me for making a scene when the peanuts weren't for sharing with the group and didn't touch the shared food. I didn't end up eating or keeping any of the food, and since I didn't have a reaction, everything ended up being fine. But I feel like my panic was justified. I mean, she could have touched anything with her hands and sent me to the hospital. Now, none of our mutual friends are talking to me because I apparently made her late taking her meds. The whole interaction lasted about 10 minutes, and she's been blasting me on Facebook for almost making her have to go to the emergency room. A lot of people seem to agree with her, but nobody's talking about the fact that she brought peanuts into my home. Did I overreact here? Am I the a-hole? Top comment. Info. Does Sasha know how severe your allergy is? Because honestly, just based on your post, it sounds like the rule was to ensure none of the shared food was cross-contaminated. So your reaction to someone eating them separately seems over the top. However, based on your replies, it sounds pretty severe and like it can't be in your house at all, which is completely different. In that case, not the a-hole. You weren't in the wrong for your response, but they also aren't in the wrong because they didn't have the full information. I think you just need to explain why you had the reaction you did and that you very well could have ended up in the ER too.